The Lazic War or Colchidian War, also known as the Great War of Egrisi in Georgian historiography, was fought between the East Roman Empire and the Sassanid Empire for control of the ancient Georgian region of Lazica. The Lazic War lasted for 20 years, from 541 to 562, with varying success and ended in a relative victory for the Byzantines, who kept their control of the country. The Lazic War is narrated in detail in the works of Procopius of Caesarea and Agathias. Description: Lazica, situated on the eastern shore of the Black Sea, and controlling important mountain passes across the Caucasus and to the Caspian Sea, had a key strategic importance for both empires. For Byzantines, it was a barrier against a Persian advance through Iberia to the coasts of the Black Sea. Persians on the other side hoped to gain access to the sea, and control a territory from which Iberia, which was by now under their firm domination, could be threatened. The Persian Sassanids recognized Lazica as part of the Roman-Byzantine sphere of influence by the Eternal Peace Treaty of 532. By that time, in order to foster their influence over the local monarchy, the Byzantines had insisted on the conversion of the king, Zarthai. He received both baptism and royal attributes in Constantinople, from Emperor Justin I, in 522. Byzantine garrisons were stationed in Lazica and in neighboring Abastia, mostly in the coastal cities of Pota, Sebastopolis, and Pitiush. The kingdom's capital, Archaeopolis, was fortified, as well as the southern access to the kingdom on the coastal road at Petra. In 536, however, the Byzantine presence turned into a full protectorate, as the king lost many powers to the new Magister Militium per Armenium John Zebiz. When Zebiz curtailed the freedom of trade of Lazic tradesmen to advance Byzantine interests, the popular dissatisfaction led to a full-scale uprising in 541, and the weakened king, Gubazes II, secretly sought Persian assistance against the Byzantines. Those calls were answered that year by the Persian king Khosrau I, who entered Lazica, captured the Byzantine main stronghold of Petra, and established another protectorate over the country. However, the Shah's attempt to establish a direct Persian control over the country and the missionary zeal of the Zoroastrian priests soon caused discontent in Christian Lazica, and King Gubazes revolted in 548, this time against the Persians. Gubazes II requested aid from Emperor Justinian I and brought Alans and Sabirs to an alliance. Justinian sent 7,000 Roman and 1,000 Zani auxiliaries under Dagathius to assist Gubazes, and invested the Petra fortress. Persian reinforcements under Mihr Miro defeated a small Byzantine force guarding the mountain passes and relieved the besieged Petra. Mihr Miro garrisoned 3,000 men in the fortress and marched to Armenia, leaving 5,000 soldiers to plunder Lazica. This force was destroyed by Dagathius at the Phasis River in 549. The next Persian offensive also proved to be unsuccessful, with the commander Corianus killed in a decisive battle at the river Hippish. The new Byzantine commander Besses quelled a pro-Persian revolt of the Abashgi tribe, took Petra and defeated Mihr Miro at Archaeopolis in 551. However, the latter managed to capture the town Kutaisi and the Euchimerian fortress, blocking the important roads to the mountains. In the summer of 555, he won an impressive victory at Telephis and forced the Byzantine Lazic forces to retreat to Nessos. After the death of Mihr Miro, Nacharagan was appointed the Persian commander-in-chief in 555. He repulsed the Byzantine attack on the Persian positions at Onogoris and forced the enemy out of Archaeopolis, a city which Mihr Miro had twice tried and failed to take. These defeats caused a bitter feud between the Lazic and Byzantine generals. King Gubazes quarreled with Byzantine commanders Besses, Martin, and Rusticus, complaining to Emperor Justinian. Bessas was recalled, but Rusticus and his brother John eventually murdered Gubazes. The lazy people got the emperor to nominate Zardes, the younger brother of Gubazes, as their new king, and Senator Athanasius investigated the assassination. Rusticus and John were arrested, tried, and executed. In 556, the allies retook Archaeopolis and routed the Persian general Nakaragan in his abortive attack on Phasis. In the autumn and winter of the same year, the Byzantines suppressed a rebellion staged by the mountain tribe of the Mysimeans, and finally expelled the Persians from the country. Then, in 557, a truce ended the hostilities between the Byzantines and Persians, and by the 50 Years' Peace of Dara of 562, Khosrau I recognized Lazic War as a Byzantine vassal state for an annual payment of gold.